Hey guys, Happy New Year. 2018 means it's time for new quick yoga. This is quick yoga number 21. We're gonna get a really nice quick stretch in. Yay, new year. New fun routine. Alright, let's get to it. Start my timers. Okay, and as always, we're gonna start with 3 sun salutations. So, arms up, arch if you want to. Hands in front of your feet, look at your knees, flat back, down, plank, chaturanga, tuck your feet, roll forward, upward dog, tuck your toes, hips up, downward dog. Oh, feels a nice stretch. Jump your feet to your hands, straighten the legs, look at your knees, and reverse. Got 2 more. I always have to adjust my pants. Okay, arms up, arch if you want to, hands in front of your feet, look at your knees, flat back, down, plank, chaturanga, tuck your feet, roll forward, upward dog, tuck your toes, hips up, downward dog. Press through the hands and the feet. Get everything as straight as you can. Drop your feet to your hands, straighten the legs, look at your knees. And reverse. And 1 more. Arms up, arch. Hands in front of your feet. Look at your knees, flat back, down, plank, chaturanga, tuck your feet, roll forward, upward dog, tuck your toes, hips up, downward dog. And come down onto your knees. And we're going to do now 10 wide push-ups into downward dog. So we'll do a push-up and then into downward dog. So it won't just be busting out a million push-ups. It's a push-up and a stretch. So just want to take your hands wider, a little bit wider than your mat, if you're using a mat. So push up, and then stretch into downward dog. We're going to do 10 of these. Push up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, oh, and last one, push up, and down dog, 10, and walk your feet forward, stand up, and we're going to do standing forward bend. And with push-ups, you can always modify and go to your knees if you're still working through those. Should have mentioned that sooner, but always modify however you need to. Don't ever be afraid to do that. So now standing forward bend, you start raising arms up and bend forward. And relax into this. Really work on straightening and engaging through the legs, through the through the quads. Try not to bend your knees. To get a deeper stretch, you want to straighten them is what really lengthens and strengthens and stretches out everything. Bending, you lose some of that. So if you are straight, but you're up here, and if you bend, you can put your hands on the ground, don't do that. Stay up here, and just work for it. I'm just working on it. We're all working on it. We're all at different levels. And just breathe. We're going to hang out here. Don't force it. Breathe. One more deep breath. Okay, now we're going to get up slowly. So, slowly you can bring your hands to your shins and start to roll up. Okay, now we're going to do 10 stationary lunges on each leg. So instead of going in and out of the lunge, we're just going to stay in the lunge position and rise up and down. Alright, so step the left leg back, or your right, whichever one you want to start with. Doesn't matter. Just don't do the same leg twice. Okay, and so you got a nice lunge position here. So straighten everything. Make sure your toes, only the toes of the back foot, are on the mat, or on the ground. Heels up. And even when we lunge, it's going to stay that way. So, going to lower down. Now make sure you're not going forward like this. Everything, you stay straight and you just lower. It's just about going down and up, okay? 1, 2, tuck your tailbone and hold your abs in. 3, 4, 5, 6, strong through the legs. 7, 8, 9, 10. And if it's really tricky for balance, you can stand next to something and hold on. Or widen your stance. Have your feet, you don't want to lunge with your feet in line with each other. That's going to be terrible for balance. So I'll show you on this side. Now take the other leg back. Okay, so you can widen the feet out more, and that gives you a wider base. Alright, so whatever stance feels comfortable for you, do that. Just never let your knee go out too far past your ankle. Don't let it come near towards the toes. Alright, let's get that good lunge position again. Alright, straighten. And again, lowering down, not going forward. We're not letting the knee go past the toes, go past the ankle. Alright, 10 on this side now. Make sure you switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. And we're done with those. So now you can sit down. We're going to do revolved one-legged pigeon. So if this just seems insane to you, you don't have to go into the revolved variation. But you can work on pigeon, the one-legged pigeon. So you start bringing the one knee forward. The foot is going to go underneath. If it's the right foot, I'm starting with the right, so I'll tell you the right. The right foot is going to go underneath the left hip joint. And you're going to bring the knee out to the side. So if you're going to stay in regular pigeon, just keep the knee outside your body. And you can just hang out here. You can lean forward. You can try to bend and grab this back leg and stretch. But if you want to try this revolved variation with me, this feels really, really great. So, you want the knee to come out to the side, and your foot is going to stay underneath you. So your leg is almost going to be parallel to the front of your body. over here. And you're going to lay forward. And if you have the right leg, now you're going to twist and put your left shoulder down. Bend the left foot. Get into this comfortable position here. So your foot should be right underneath your hip joint, right where your leg meets your pelvis. That crease there, right in there. It should feel nice and comfortable, and your leg goes out straight to the side here. This really should feel good. But if it's too hard, stick with pigeon. But I really like this stretch. Oh. So we're on the left shoulder, and you bend the left foot, bring it in towards you. Grab for it with the left hand and the right hand. And you just twist as much as you can. And look up. It's just rotating through the torso and getting this nice hip stretch at the same time. I feel the twist more than anything here. But it feels great. I love the way this feels. Alright, now we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to turn around. Do it on this leg. So now the left leg goes forward. So I keep hearing weird sounds. It sounds like camera shutters, and it keeps terrifying me that the camera's shutting off, but this is not the camera that does that. Anyway, so now your left leg's forward. And again, the foot can stay in close towards you. You can always press it out too, whichever feels better for you to work on pigeon. And if you want to try the revolved with me, again, you're going to have the foot underneath you. Twist well, your knee, instead of being open out in front of you, it goes underneath you. So you see your knee is kind of pointing down to get the foot underneath your hip joint, the left foot underneath the right hip joint. So I'm going to lay down, and we're going to twist towards the left now. The right shoulder is going to go down. Bend that right leg. And reach back for the right foot. And just twist as much as it feels comfortable for you. Grabbing the foot with both hands. And relax. And breathe here. I just really love twisting. So this feels amazing to me. Feels really, really good. But stay in pigeon if that's good for you. You can also work on the mermaid variation, which will get you into some, get you into a bit of a twist, twisting it to the side that way. So practice any variation that feels good for you. But give this one a try. It's not as hard as it looks. It looks kind of crazy, but it feels really good. But don't feel discouraged if you're like, yeah, that's cool. Can't it all do that? Don't be discouraged. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses in yoga. I still can't do handstands or headstands, but I can twist. I can do a mean twist. We all have our strong suits. You could probably do headstands and handstands. That's why we practice, to get better at the things we're not good at. You always want to work on your weaknesses. Alright, come out. Now, I'm going to try floating camel. So again, don't have to do floating camel. Let's do regular camel. So, you're going to kneel, and you want to open up your chest here. You want to lift up through the chest before reaching back to grab your heels and leaning back, letting your head drop back. Press through the pelvis. Press the pelvis forward. Press everything forward. Make sure you're all nice and lifted. You don't want to ever just drop back and collapse into this and collapse into your lower back and cause all sorts of discomfort. Alright, so you can stay here and just hang out there. If you want to try floating camel with me, you want to wrap your hands around your foot. The fingers are going to go underneath your foot into the mat, into the ground. So just get comfortable gripping your feet. Lean back. Drop the head back. And then you're going to slowly press and lift your quads. Lift from your quads, the upper leg above the knee. And rise up. Oh, it's very challenging. Take your time. I'm going to rest for a second and try again. It's very challenging. Okay. Okay. Whoo! You feel that in your quads. Wow. Okay, now we're going to try another variation of pigeon, but it's almost like lizard, extended lizard tail, because we're going to be stretching out the hips now. So, start from kneeling, step the right leg forward, and just going to sink into it. Okay, so you can stay up, really sink deep into this. And you can grab the back foot. But while you do this, you don't want to come up to get this stretch. It's all about sinking here into these hips. So you want to keep actively sinking while adding this quad stretch. So if that's too much, just don't even worry about it. Just worrying, we're focusing, not worrying, we're focusing on stretching out the hips here. And see, same thing, overhead grip, but again, you want to make sure you're sinking before you worry about this. And I can't do it with both hands. I can't balance this time because I'm not strong enough and stable enough in this pose. Okay, slowly let go, back leg. Oh, it's very challenging. You're going to feel that. You can come out, and now, again, kneel. I'm going to step the other leg forward. So again, I'm going to stay up and just really sink into these hips. Get that back leg. But again, don't come up. You don't want to come up like this. We're working on opening up the hips. So just hold this foot gently, or don't hold it at all. And just really focus, sinking in deep here. Oh, I did it. I was doubtful that I could. So again, keep sinking. Oh, that's too hard on this side. I'm just gonna let go. I still feel the quad engaging here. Don't like the way my hips were rotating. Okay. smoothly. Woo! Okay. Now, as always, I'm going to try one arm balance pose. I like to throw one of those in at the end. This one is another one that, again, it looks really crazy, but if I can do it, it can't be that hard. I'm not great at the arm balances. So this is going to be a variation of flying lizard. I'm going to put my cheek down on the ground. It's kind of like fallen angel, but fallen angel requires you to be twisted across your body. So you have the opposite leg on the opposite arm, so like the left leg on the right arm. I can't I can't do that. It's, as great as I am at twisting, that's not in my practice. So, which way should I practice this first? This way. Okay. So you're gonna. I think so. So you step the foot forward. I'm facing this way because I want to have my cheek facing you. But maybe I shouldn't be. Just like with flying lizard, you have to get your hip up into a comfortable position so that you can balance the hip on your upper arm and float, so that you bend your arms at a 90-degree angle and you go forward enough that your upper body will support you. So for flying lizard, you tuck the foot and come up. Okay? But for this, we're gonna tuck the foot and rest the cheek on the ground and shoot the back leg up into the air. I know, it sounds insane, but let's try it. Well, let me show you flying lizard first, just on this side, and then I'll do the crazy one. Okay? So, walk it forward. Find that point which feels comfortable. Okay? So it's like that. But face this way. Oh, hope you're not getting dizzy. Alright. So I'm gonna find that comfortable spot. Ooh, didn't find the right spot. I'm going to just practice it this way. A little bit more room on this side. Bear with me. Keep practicing getting into flying. Oh. Okay. Wow. Try on the other side. Just get it. You need to just get your upper leg wherever it feels stable to you on your upper arm. And bend, and just make sure you're coming forward enough. And you'll be able to lift. It's just all about trust. Don't be afraid to fall in these, because you will not smack the ground unless you jump into it. You're not jumping into it. So, you will not hit the ground hard, even if you fall. It's not like headstands or handstands where you're so far and your whole body comes crashing down. This, you're barely off the ground, so it's really not dangerous. Still be careful, but it's really not anything to be terrified about. Wow. Why can't I figure this out on this side today? Okay. Let's try it over here. I'm going to stop working on this in just a second. This went better in my rehearsal video. Sorry, guys. Just keeping it real. Oh, okay. That's because I'm trying to rush. I need to get centered. it's not going to happen on this side today. I did it earlier. I'm letting go of perfection here. Alright, so now I'm going to finish up. I'm going to do a reclined side split, straddle split. You can start with Happy Baby, or you can do Happy Baby instead. So you're going to lay down, grab the inside up to the inside of your heels, flex the feet, make sure your lower back is on the ground, and you want to just work here on getting the knees as close to the ground as you can, keeping the lower back on the ground. Don't get lower and sacrifice the form of lifting your back up. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get my hips closer to the ground here. So I've been liking stretching out, holding onto the heels, and doing this middle split. And again, flex the feet. You can touch the ground. It's not necessary. Just feel this stretch. And you can hold either one of these as long as you like, as long as it feels good for you. You can go back and forth between the two. But I am going to finish up now. Just going to show you the very last. As always, stretch, lying spinal twist. So, lay on your back, right knee in, over to the left. I have no room here. Look right arm out. And you want to keep your knee down and your right arm down while you twist through both. Oh, I see what happened. Something's malfunctioning. I think that's the noise I've been hearing. Uh-oh. And we switch legs. So now, right leg out straight, left knee to the chest, over to the right, look left, arm goes out to the left, and same thing, twist through both, work on getting the left knee down to the right and the left shoulder down towards the left. And twist through both. Working on twisting into both at the same time is what creates the nice twisting stretch. And we're done in less than 30 minutes. Just under 28 minutes. And it only took so long because I wasted so much time trying to be cool doing the flying lizard, but it's not about being perfect, it's about working on it. It's about trying new things. And I hope you tried some new things in this routine that maybe you haven't tried before, or that you thought you couldn't do before. You didn't have the strength or the flexibility. And maybe you surprised yourself. Or maybe you just, were brave enough to just try. And you didn't do so well, but you tried. So now you know that you can try again and keep moving forward in the future. Alright? Hope you enjoyed our first routine back. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, how you did, how it felt. And like, subscribe, and share. Please subscribe. Help me get to 100 subscribers so I can be Jickety Jack on here, just like I am on Instagram and Facebook, where you can follow me for the latest updates of what's going on with me. Come to jicketyjack.com. More full workouts, yoga routines, long and short, fitness, nutrition, health, recipes, and so much more good stuff coming soon. It's a new year. New stuff is coming. I'm energized. After the holidays, we gotta have some fun. And if you're on Patreon, become a patron for as little as $1 a month to help me keep making more and more of these videos. And let me know anything else that you want to see, and we can make that happen, alright? And I'm a personal trainer and wellness and fitness coach, so if you want to train with me or you want to work with me, let me know. Alright? Have a good week, guys. Thanks.